What's up, guys? Hope you are all doing well. And today we are going to be doing a smash or pass of all the original characters in the 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross. Essentially, what we are doing is I'm going to be telling you about their skills and if they are viable and still meta. And without wasting any further time, we are jumping into it. So the first character that I would like to show you is Blue Lillia. She's overall a pretty interesting character because of her passive, which can be pretty useful in combination with PS rate. That's Blue Demon Meliodas, Hausa, Omega Rugal. She is a pretty solid unit with them. She has AoE Ultrain in her first card and a pretty good heal based on attack on her second card, and her ultimate decreases skill ranks and depletes ultimate gauge based on the number of skill rank decreases, and that's pretty good. And she's overall a pretty good control unit, so as to say, and she's a pretty good unit which keeps her allies alive. And she's a major smash. If you get a chance to summon on her, do make her 6/6. She's a pretty good unit. I have her at 2/6 because I haven't been summoning her so many banners. So the next unit I would like to show you is the green version of Lillia. She's also having the same ultimate, and her passive is decreases all enemies attack by 16% in PvP. That she can be used as a substitute for Green Guild Thunder, but overall Green Guild Thunder is pretty good, and she is mostly used with Valenti Glue Eater teams, and she has a single target attack related stats decrease card and also a damage increase taken by 50% for 3 turns. That's an AoE. So she is an average unit, mostly used in PvP. Passive doesn't work in PvE, so she is a PvP character. And that's it for Green Lillia. She is a pass only if you want to use her in PvP, like she's a smash, otherwise she's a big pass. And the next unit I would like to show you is a pretty recent unit. She is the red version of Lillia. I don't have her because I didn't summon for the King banner. She has a heal card which on the 1 star which heals only the one ally which is having the lowest HP, and on 2 star and 3 star it heals all allies, and it's based on damage dealt. And her ultimate is not that much good because it removes buffs and it has a pretty standard multiplier, but her passive is kind of broken in this meta because now we have the King and Hendrickson meta. That's the debuff meta. That's a she's pretty good in combination with them because she applies corrosion at the start of the turn, and if the enemy is having full ultimate gauge, she is going to apply this attack related stats decrease. It is lesser than Astrosa's, but it is something. So that's it for the red Lillia. If you have summoned for the King and Hendrickson banner, do sure to 6/6 her. She is a pretty good investment in that case, but she has kind of fallen off and she can be substituted with Elizabeth, Goddess Elizabeth to be precise. And that's it for the Lillias. So the next character that I would like to show you is Greenvalenti. She has a single target defense related stats decrease card which works for 1 turn on a rank 1 and rank 2, and for 2 turns in a rank 3 card. And her second card, which decreases attack related stats just like Green Lillia for 2 turns on all enemies. But Green Lillia is having a single target one. She is having AoE one. And her ultimate is Rupture damage, which is double damage against buffed enemies. She can be used against troll teams because troll gives buffs to everyone, so resistance buffs, so she is pretty good against them. She's not meta anymore because most of the people just started using Red King and she has kind of fallen off. But her passive is that decreases all enemies PS rate by the value of hero's resistance at start of the battle. So she is a pretty good unit. She's a counter to the PS meta. That is just she is just like having the opposite of the passive of blue Lillia. As of that, she will be meta if the newest characters are having a lot of buffs, and whenever a new PS Red character is released, always Valenti is the best unit to counter it. And as for now, she is a smash. If we want to do a lot of glue eater teams, then she is a smash, otherwise just pass on her. And the next character that I would like to show you is Green Shin. Overall, we are going to be using him because of his passive. He gets a buff whenever he attacks and it stacks up to 3. When he's having 3 stacks, they will be removed and all of the skill ranks of the allies will be increased. And that's a pretty good one, I guess. And he's having an ultimate move damage decrease card that is kind of good when we are facing ultra teams, I guess. And he has a weak point card which synergizes well with his second card, and he has shatter damage that ignores resistance, if you didn't know. And that is his kit. Overall, it's an average unit. It's not a must have. If you like Shin, then it's okay to have him. It's also not a necessary to 6-6 him. And that's my opinion on this. My opinion will be a huge pass, but if you like him, it's a smash for you. And the next unit I would like to show you is Roxy. Roxy has explosion damage on all enemies, which is basically the same card as Hawk. He's having that was one as a single target card. And his second card removes buffs. I mean her second card removes buffs. And depending on her ultimate, she's a ultra shin character. If we get her to ult once, then we can continuously manipulate her to ult again and again. Her unique and ultimate move skill synergize as well. They both increase the ultimate move orbs and fills them up and helps her to ult faster. She's basically like an ulting machine. And her unique works when she applies an explosion and it explodes. And that's for Roxy. She is also an average character like Shin. If you like Roxy, then I guess she is a smash for you. And in my opinion, she's a pass. So moving on to the next character, we have Red Mono. She is a pretty good character. I have tried her with Green Hendrickson in the King team. That is, her passive synergizes well with that King team. It increases the hero's damage dealt by 50% per bleeding, poison and shock debuff. That is a 150% if all three of them are present. That is, if you have a attack crit damage set on her, it will be very good. She will be hitting like a truck. And she also has a poison card and a single target sever card, 2x crit chance. And her ultimate is a bleed for 2 turns. That both second card and her ultimate synergizes pretty well with her passive. Overall, a pretty good unit. That is, I guess she's in between Shin and Roxy. If I want to choose between Shin and Roxy, I'll probably choose Shin. But depending on the meta, it changes. Like Roxy is now better because of the King Hendrickson team meta. And if you have someone for the King and Hendrickson banner, then she is a huge smash. Otherwise, for free to play players, she is a pass. Then moving on, we have the blue version of Easton, the waifus. She is a pretty good unit. She can be synergized with red version of Derriere. She is a buffer. She has a buff card which increases attack related stats. And she has an AoE card which fills ultimate move gauge on every rank it increases. On rank 1 it's just an attack card, rank 2 it fills ultimate move gauge by 1, and rank 3 fills ultimate move gauge by 2. And her passive, which increases the hero's basic stats by 5% for each buff on allies and enemies. So that makes her synergize pretty well with Red Derriere. She will be stacking a lot of buffs, and also I guess Green Droll, both the versions of Droll, she will be pretty good. And she has a double crit damage spike card on all enemies. And that's it for Blue Easton. She is a pretty good character if you're going for red demons, and she is a smash if you are going to use her for red demons. And the final unit that I'm going to show you is Camilla. She is the one of the transforming units in the game. She is having a stun card and a card with lifesteal. She is a character with good survivability. She kind of solos if she transforms. Her damage spikes when she transforms. She has a charge card and a spike card, which are more inclined on the damage wise. Increases allies attack related stats by 20%. That's a unique when she is transformed. And she is a pretty good character if in this debuff meta, whenever she takes it, she will be having buffs, and if 5 buffs are stacked, then she will be completely removing all of the debuffs, and she will be having her ult the next turn. Otherwise, if it's not removed and all. Overall, she is a pretty decent character. I will put her above Shin for PvP. This is my opinion because I am kind of lean towards the waifu, so that's it. If you like her, you can always 6-6 her. Otherwise, keep her at 1-6 for usage. And that's it. And one more thing that you have to remember is these are all my opinions, and it depends on each person what character you have to smash or pass. I strongly recommend that you 6-6 Lillia, the blue version. and you are free to disagree with me on anything, and you're free to leave your opinions on the comment section down below.